A lot of the trucks that we get, the majority of them, it's really about the story. I feel that the story of a vehicle is kind of like the soul of the car. And if you don't pass the story on to the next person, then part of the soul of the vehicle is kind of lost. My name is Ben Palmer. I founded 406 Garage in January of 2019. We buy, sell, trade, restore vintage international harvesters and other vehicles of that era. I don't want to say we're specific to internationals, but that is definitely our passion. Kind of our mindset or our goal is we try and find vehicles that are original as possible, get the story on the vehicle from hopefully the original owners or at least the family of the original owner. Bring that vehicle back and bring it back to running, driving condition so that we can pass it on to the next owner or family and they can go out and enjoy it. We can do a full restoration or we can just make it run and drive and you can take it to whatever level you want to take it at. Because a lot of people are going to want to buy something that starts, runs, drives and moves, but they want to touch everything themselves and do all the work themselves. So I've been in the automotive industry my whole life. I started when I was 14 and did it up until 2018. Specifically been in a lot of off-road industry things, meaning aftermarket parts, aftermarket support, vehicle sales, that types of things. Everything was all automotive related and it was very corporate America my whole life. Much like everybody else, you go to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, collect your paycheck, deposit your 401k, take care of your wife and kids, pay all your bills, and get up on Monday and do it all over again. And I met a lot of great people. I made a lot of really amazing contacts, and I got to see a lot of this beautiful country working. But I've always had cars or trucks that you would call a side hustle, stuff that I'd buy something and I'd fix it up and I'd drive it for a little while and then I'd sell it and take a little bit of that money and buy something cool for myself or for the kids or something like that. And it's always just kind of fueled the extra money, the toy money, I guess you would say, or the vacation money. And at the end of 2018, I kind of just had a sit down about it. I just kind of reflected on 30 years of giving my life to companies and corporations, and I just really felt that I was missing a lot of time with my kids and my family, and my kids are growing up so fast. I mean, we all know that you snap your fingers and 3 years goes by or 5 years goes by or whatever, I kind of just made a decision that this side hustle and this shop that we have here at home could facilitate possibly a business. And the only way to find out if it was going to work was to resign and try it. If you find something you're passionate about and you love, it'll never feel like work. And I feel that every day. Like I have stresses still, I have bills, I have things that have to be taken care of. But every day I come out to this shop and I get to work on these cars and take my kids to school in some cool old truck every day. It doesn't feel like work. My boys and I definitely are part of this together. Like they enjoy going on the picking trips and on the purchasing of the vehicles, and never fails that when we go and we meet some elderly man or elderly woman and that want to tell stories, they'll just ask them 100 questions. Well, did you go fishing in it? Well, did you ever get it stuck in the mud? Did you ever pull any? But they're young. They have 100 questions and they love to hear it. And I just sit back and enjoy it because then I just learn a whole bunch more about a vehicle that we purchased. And they really like driving in them. Like they've driven some of them. Like they're young, but we drive around the driveway and drive down the road and learn how to drive. And they want to drive these trucks to high school someday when they're old enough to drive. And they enjoy turning wrenches and putting new tires on and helping clean the interiors and bringing them back to life. I love that my boys are stoked on the off-road culture. I love that my boys are stoked about the automotive stuff. They don't have to be. I've never told them that they have to like what their dad likes, but they have aspirations of what they want to build. Definitely different than what I do, but younger generation, they have a different idea of what they think would be cool. They love certain things and certain type of vehicles, and they're not necessarily all the same as what I do, but they're going to want to build their own rig, and they're going to want to wrench on it, and they're going to want to make it their own, which is cool. Sometimes you just throw caution to the wind and you try it, and it may or may not pay as good as you want it to pay, but I guarantee you it will be much more fulfilling.